All right, so we're gonna go out and cut some buckets of water. My nephew Scout is gonna put some.
You can fill up and do 2 squirts, and then we'll hit cut. Okay.
He's gonna fill some buckets up with the flower food.
Let's do this. Okay, so I already cut twice. I cut yesterday for night market, and then I just cut for Mary. So this is our 3rd cut today. So the goal for me is to have it as green as I can get it every week. So my goal is by the time we're done cutting for the week, which is this is our final one, we want it to be green.
Yeah.
If we have extra, like if we cut for us today and it's still not green, then I go back again and cut a 4th time for dry. And all the extra I hang. So if we have extra, fingers crossed, then we'll cut for dry. And then the goal is to have the garden green.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Yep.
What a great plan.
Yeah.
You literally use every single bloom then, really,
Yeah.
right?
And then they keep coming back because you keep on cutting from them.
Oh gosh, look at that hibiscus. It's so pretty.
So this perennial garden I cut pretty hard on.
Mm-hmm.
The butterfly bush, I'm saving for dry. Those dry really good. So I'm not going to cut those for tomorrow for market. We did just plant the Lysianthus and some other perennials in there.
Oh.
I did that last week. So those are coming
Oh,
on.
yeah,
I'm adding
nice.
to the perennial garden. I'm going to keep going, but that's what it is right now.
Yeah.
So this is pretty
Good.
green, which is exactly what we want. So I already cut on this twice, pretty hard. So this is our 3rd time. So I kind of saved enough for us, and then hopefully we'll have a few left for dry.
Okay.
So I just do, like I start here and work my way all the way over. So I usually do like 1 bucket per variety.
Okay. Great. Got some salvia.
Maybe we could do some Gumfrina for cuts, because we have 2 sections. Maybe we can do like 1 section. How about this section we'll cut, and then the next section we'll do it for dry.
All right.
These are kind of cool in a bouquet. So, got some Gumfrina.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Okay, we'll go put them in the bucket quick.
Okay. Are there just certain ones you're doing, that just the smaller ones?
The smaller ones because they fit in what we're doing, like for little mason jar bouquets. The big ones are too big, and then you have to get them like all the way bloomed out, or they don't last.
Okay.
So I like look for ones that are like fully bloomed out. If they're not, then they just wilt.
All right.
And then I try to cut on all 3 bushes and not just one, just to give them all a little haircut.
Yeah.
You're only supposed to cut like 30% of it bloomed at a time. we do 24 bouquets, so I at least have to have 24.
24 stems.
Yeah, which I don't know how many we're at, but
We'll leave that.
yeah. Get some phlox.
Okay.
It's like the only phlox that I have found that don't get powdery mildew. Oh, what the heck? Let's just do all of them. We'll save one.
Oh, that was
And
nice
then
of
I
you.
kind of shake them out a little.
Okay.
I usually do like half a bucket of these guys.
Okay.
And they dry really good too. So I always think that too, like save some for dry.
So now we're cutting these Celostia. This variety my sister just calls brains because it looks like a brain. There's a bunch of different varieties. But she's got some cool ones.
It's like a little mix of them.
Pretty corally color.
In '84, the Tigers won the series, and one of me was number 3 in the country. Put it loose, stole the stage on the big screen. Acid wash, Jordache jeans. $10 would fill your tank at an Amoco Saturday night. But over yonder in our small town, Mama and Daddy had some real big plans to settle down, start a little family on Grandpa's old hand-me-down land. That's when I got me a little sister and she's all mine. I told her never grow up as the years go on. Never stop dancing like you don't care who's song. Never lose your crown, how it shines so bright. You weren't made for the background, so never settle down. She's a gypsy, Lizzie, that I care. Pretty as a peach with a long black hair. You might find her picking wildflowers, soaking up the sun in the heat of the summer. By my side is where I want for the rest of my life. I told her never grow up as the years go on. Never stop dancing like you don't care who's song. Never lose your crown, how it shines so bright. You weren't made for the background, so never settle down. Oh, I know, never settle down. When the clouds roll in like a train off the tracks, and the rain comes down like it's raging mad, do the whole world a favor, pretty baby, and never settle down. When the birds fly south and the music's gone, just me and you singing all the favorite songs, do the whole world a favor, pretty baby, and never settle down. Never grow up as the years go on. Never stop dancing like you don't care who's song. Never lose your crown, how it shines so bright. You weren't made for the background, so never settle down. Do the whole world a favor, pretty baby, and never settle down.
last night. We tried it for the first time in a bouquet, and like
Yeah.
we put it in a jar and then like hung it over the side. It was
Yeah.
a huge hit. Everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's so
Yeah.
cool. And I'm drying them in the basement. I'm gonna use them for wreaths. But if you're like getting married, wouldn't that be cool to have like a whole
Oh my
like chalice, or even like hanging off of your bouquet a couple?
Yes.
I know.
That is really neat.
Kiss me.
That's what that one is?
Kiss me over the garden gate.
Oh my gosh.
Well, it's amaranth,
Yeah.
but that's what the common name is kiss me.
Here, you want me to take it?
Of them, it's hard to keep up on cutting these ones. But we can cut a whole bunch for dry, or wreaths this fall. That was my plan of why we seeded so many.
Right back to my pappy's farm and leave these honky tonk blues. Yeah, those honky tonk blues. Good Lord, I got that honky tonk blues. Good Lord, I got that.
Okay, so we're done cutting for market tomorrow. So now we just go put them in a cool, dry area like the garage, and wait about 2 hours at least for them to soak up the water in the stems before we bouquet them, just so they can get super hydrated before we put them in bouquets. So now light comes through in the garage, so I'll probably pull them back a little bit more. We might have to make 30 bouquets and do a deal on them or something.
So pretty.
Alright, this is that amaranthus. Isn't that
Wow,
neat?
it's so cool.
I love it.
And it's super soft too.
Yeah, it's really soft. Did we get enough zinnias? So that's good.
So we just cut all of these flowers. In a couple hours, she's gonna come through here and make bouquets out of all these for her market tomorrow. And we're gonna go back out and just get this little basket full of dried flowers. They're not gonna go into water or anything. They're just gonna go straight into this basket. And then she's gonna hang them down in her basement to dry for jewelry. And then another cool thing is she doesn't waste any flowers. She had a night market last night where she went to the farmer's market Thursday night, and these are the flowers that didn't sell. And so she's gonna take these and hang them down in her basement and dry these for different things like jewelry or whatever. So it's cool because she don't waste any flowers. She uses every single bloom of flower that she grows. So we just went out and got a bunch of cut flowers to hang in her basement to dry. We rubber band them
We
on.
didn't sell yesterday for
Yeah,
night market.
and then she'll just hang those out too.
I should have pulled them out of the water yesterday because they're a little slimy, but they'll be fine once they dry. You know what's nice too is when you put them for dry like this already in a bouquet, then when I make dried flower bouquets, they get a lot smaller. I'll just go like this and put it in a little terracotta, and then they're like, oh.
Wow. Wow, you've been working hard.
Yeah.
Good job.
Thanks. So when you dry it's big. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And then after a couple weeks, it shrinks. So then that opens up more space between the bouquets.
Oh yeah.
So then I go back through and see these were really big over here, you know, filling up this whole space. My nail and hammer in. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Nice.
And what I like about drying is it gets so hot out there. And then you like get your bucket full and then you get to come down here in the basement where it's cold and take a break before you head back out to get hot again. So I get Jeff's workout bench.
Is that Bleeding Heart?
Yeah, that's Bleeding Heart.
Oh my gosh. And lupine?
Yeah.
Or lupin?
Yeah, that's
whatever.
really cool and jewelry completely dry.
So cool.
That's ready to go in some jewelry. And I don't strip any of the leaves. So just because for time.
Yeah.
But once, you know, I pull them down to use them, I'll strip all the leaves and then you can really see the flower. You can't really see it right now hanging because I didn't strip it. But I ain't got time for that.
Butterflies. So cute. She's got all kinds of, yeah, so those are her dried flowers in there.
So basically what I'm doing is getting all my stuff ready for tomorrow. And I was putting them all, like sorting them,
Yeah.
but then I noticed that they don't really care. And then I do keychains, that's fine, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Ones.
We're starting to do studs too.
Oh, neat.
See, those
That's
are
cool.
studs. I tried these are new.
Oh, those are cute.
So what I do now for market is I just make sure everything's doubled up. 2, 2. Okay, I'm missing one. So then this is our extra that Jeff made for us. So I just grab one that Jeff made this week for us. 2,
Mushrooms are so
2,
cute.
2. There's 2 in there. 2, 2, 2, 2. All doubled up. Good. Now we'll check this one for the same. This one's not doubled. So I'll put it. That one's not.
Oh, that's pretty.
And some straw
Oh, that
flower.
looks great with the orange.
Mhm.
Super folly.
I'm trying to do like Halloween fall ones.
Yeah.
Sweet. Okay, so then those 2 are ready to go. I feel like there's a lot of like rose gold and gold, maybe silver. So maybe, well, I don't know, there's not too much black. Bronze. These like earthy looking ones, like super earthy looking, just natural,
Mhm.
they sell really good.
My sister sells her bouquets for $12 with the jar. She just takes the lid off with this. Fill them up with water.
When I pass on by, all the people sing, just another guy on the lost highway, just a deck of cards and a jug of wine, and a woman's eyes made a heart like mine. On the day we met, I went astray, started rolling down that lost highway.
Alright, so this is the end result. There's a huge giant mess. All of this stuff she will just use for drying flowers. And then over here, you can see the big mess we gotta clean up, but here are all of the bouquets.
I was just a lad, nearly 22, neither good nor bad, just a kid like you. And I'm lost, too late to pray. Lord, I take the
Alright, well thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed just hanging out at my sister's house with Coco and Scout, and it was really fun taking you along in her garden and cutting the flowers and seeing that whole process. So anyway, thank you for letting us come, you guys.
Yeah, that was fun. Hopefully you had a good time. Thank you for helping me.
Oh yeah,
It was really nice.
Yeah. Alright, well, see you later.
Okay, bye.